Hey everybody, Vaughn here with the Vonster vlog, and welcome to day 179 of a year of yoga. I am feeling significantly better. Randy and I actually went on a walk today. We did 2 laps around, I think it might have been half a mile. It really wasn't that much, but it did aggravate my cough quite a bit. But once I slowed down, it leveled back out. But I'm going to be speaking a little bit more gently today than what I think I usually do. I'm going to be doing a lot of that where I cover the mic and cough up to the side. Um, Running the humidifier has been helping so tremendously. And then just like drinking so much water, I feel like a fish or something. But thank you guys so much for joining me here today. A belated shout out to my good friend Tracy because I missed her birthday again. Because it was such a good friend. And then I couldn't find my phone since recording yesterday. And then I don't know, that's just how it's been going here lately. Um, I'm a terrible friend. Oh well, if y'all aren't used to that by now, I can't help you. So we are going to be building on the same sequence that we had been doing, but mixing it up the way that we do. So we're going to be starting not just in thunderbolt position today, but in a little bit of a toe squat. So let's go ahead and tuck our toes under and come down onto our hands and knees and kind of just, I'm on a really tight tabletop here. So this is a regular tabletop, and I feel like right here is a bit of an extended. So by coming in tight, I only have about another hand's length between my knees and my hands. And then what I'm going to try to do here, we can actually come up onto our knuckles or blocks if that's helpful. And we're going to transition between coming up onto our toes, inhaling up, and coming down, walking forward, and then coming back to here. And we may actually come up with our knees down as well. Coming down, inhaling back, exhaling up in a little bit of a toe balance, inhaling back down, exhaling up, really stretching our toes, inhaling down and back. Let's do one more. Inhaling and exhaling. Holding for just a few pulses. There we go. Oof, it's quite challenging for me personally. I spend so much time sitting at a desk and wearing shoes and things like that that my foot mobility is not what I would like it to be. But that's why we're here and working. Excuse me. Okay, up next we are going to trying to alternate easy things and challenging things. So I'm going to come here into a tabletop, and I've actually lifted my feet off of the ground. If this is hard on your knees, you can fold your mat, or you can put your knees on blocks or a blanket. I'm just lifting my feet and rotating them one direction and then rotating them the other, as though I'm drawing circles in the sand with my toes, if the sand were vertical and behind me. And I just do 3 in one direction and then 3 in the other. There we go. Now coming back into a tabletop, let's engage our navel towards our spine, pairing our awareness with our breath. Inhaling, scooping our crown of our head and our tailbone towards the sky. And exhaling through. And then we can really scoop and start making a little bit of a flow out of this cat-cow. Let's change directions. Just going nice and slow, moving one little vertebrae, one muscle tissue fiber at a time. And oof. Okay, leaning back again into a thunderbolt position, or you can always come into an easy pose, just crisscrossed legs. You can take a block. I like putting it up wideways so it's not quite like sitting on, and just sit on the edge of that to release some of that pressure off of my thighs and knees. And from here, we can Miyagi-Do style painting the fence up and down. Maybe coming up and back before exhaling. And we want to be bending our wrists in a way as though we were pulling on our fingertips, but do that just with our muscles. There we go. Just giving our wrists a little bit of a break before we come back forward. I'm going to scooch that block out of the way. Inhaling, reaching our left arm forward. Let's exhale and thread that needle. There we go. Coming back up, and if you need a modification for this, we can actually take our block and put it kind of underneath our shoulder. Inhale, reaching our arm forward. Exhale, bringing through. And it just gives us something that we can rest against. You may even find that you like having it under your elbow. That gives me a really nice deep stretch. But I don't feel like I'm collapsing onto my head and shoulder nearly as much. You can always just explore with where you're at the current moment. Inhaling, coming up and out. And exhale, let's start preparing ourselves for alternating between plank and down dog. Inhaling, straightening my back leg. Exhale, up to plank. Inhale. And downward facing dog. I'm just going to hold here for a little bit, relaxing into the stretch, really getting into my hamstrings and calves, releasing that tension out of my neck and shoulders. Before exhaling, back into plank. Lower those knees down. Come back to a thunderbolt position. Still getting our stretch in, still getting our heart rate up. We're trying to, but not too much because I don't want to irritate my condition. Well, hey, pretty kitty. Love you. Love you. Such a good. Give me just a sec. I'm going to give this cat. She likes to come in for her valerian root because she likes catnip, but she loves valerian root. Come here, pretty kitty. Yeah. You can't put your head in the way or I can't see how much is coming out. There you go. There you are. Yeah, it's right here on the ground, baby. There you go. You gotta crunch it up for her. Otherwise, she's like, I can't smell it. I'm old. She's such a ham and cheese sandwich. Okay. Today's been a really good day. It's good to just be here. Practicing gratitude is probably my favorite part of this year of yoga because it keeps me in a much more constructive headspace. Okay, so next we are going to shift forward, tuck our toes under us, and I'm putting them quite wide. Inhale, let's exhale. We can shift back. I'm trying to work on that on the ground mobility. I'm going to put my feet just a tad wider. You can use a block totally. You can use a block under your booty. Need a bigger block. But just to give you something to rest on in this posture. Though, honestly, 2 blocks stacked might be better for me here. Well, it's just a party now. Let's inhale and come up. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Hey. We're going to inhale up and then exhale down through chair pose just a little. Hey, buddy. I know. Oh, it's hard being a dog. Yeah. Oh my gosh. You need to gosh so bad. Let's maintain some integrity in our posture. Ooh, and not let the dog knock us over. Go onto the couch, buddy. What are you doing? We can come up. He's like, I'm doing yoga. What are you doing? Come up into a forward fold. Inhale and exhale, holding chair for just a brief moment before passing back through into our garland pose. And from here, I'm going to put my left hand on the ground in front of my left foot. Inhale and exhale. Ooh, we could put our hand on a block the way we have been, but I'm trying to open a little bit more. That right hand towards the sky. Making sure you're breathing. And back to center. Inhale, placing our right hand in front of our right foot. And exhaling, left hand towards the sky. Following our gaze up. And exhale back to center. Now from here, we are going to fingertips on the ground, push up through our heels into a forward fold. And you can ease into this. You can definitely use a block to bring the ground up to you so that you can get the most out of this stretch. Letting that head and shoulders hang. Let's inhale to a nice flat back. Exhale back down. Let's bend our knees and roll up. One vertebrae at a time. Inhaling our arms overhead. Exhaling, hands prayer pose in front of our heart. I gotta go back down though to pet the kitty. Oh yeah. Yeah. I can't not. Okay. Rolling up again. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands in front of our heart. And now from here, I can't see what I'm supposed to do because there's a cat standing on my book. So I'll pet her again. Oh yeah. Oh, the Randy Vones are coming. Okay. Let's exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, melting down again. Let's walk our hands out in front of us into a plank pose. Hold for a breath cycle here. And exhale nice and slow to the ground. Inhale and exhale coming up into cobra. Inhale, bringing our chest back down, tucking those toes. Exhale, up and through to downward facing dog. From here, I'm going to shift my right foot a little bit more towards the center. Inhale, left leg up. And exhale, bringing that knee in towards our heart. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, bring that knee in. And back down. Just holding downward facing dog for another moment. Moving my left foot towards the center. Just follow with the flow of your breath. Inhale, right foot up. Exhale, knee between your hands almost. And back to just downward facing dog. Inhale. Come on down to tabletop. Ooh-wee. And walk your hands back to thunderbolt position. Whew. Got the heart pumping. It was only up to 100 beats per minute, but that's definitely better than just sitting on my bum. Now from here, excuse me. Sorry, I guess I could have. Still trying to figure out how to cough and do yoga at the same time. We'll figure it out, guys. Okay. Next, we're coming into the last cycle of today's yoga practice. Inhale, coming up onto our knees. Exhale, bringing that left foot forward. You can put your hand on the ground if you'd like to lift that back knee up. We are going to start in a high lunge. Tucking the tailbone, engaging our glutes to really get deep into that hip flexor. Dropping the back foot into warrior two. Rotate our left front foot so that we come into a 5-pointed star. Bowing forward. Hey, pretty kitty. Yeah. Hands to the ground for a forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold. Bring your hands to your hips and come back up to 5-pointed star. Inhale. Exhale, return that right foot towards the head of your mat and warrior two. Inhale. And start making that transition to a high lunge. And step on up to the head of your mat. Prayer pose, hands in front of your heart. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. Let me know how you're doing down in the comments, and I will see you all tomorrow for another day of a year of yoga. Bye, everybody.